I'm back.
Three little birds sat on my window, and they told me I don't need to worry.
Hey, hey,
Hey,
how y'all
how y'all
doing?
doing?
Guys, I'm back. I'm sorry I disappeared again, but life be lifing. I'm pretty sure a lot of you probably are wondering, Angelique, where have you been? What have you been up to? And honestly, I've been pretty busy. Throughout my time away, I found myself taking part in youth parliament related things, school related things, modeling related things. I've definitely been the busy bee, but I do not regret for 1 second taking a few months off of the blog because it allowed me to really focus on my mental health, focus on my education, finish out my semester strong. And throughout that time, I've also been able to gather some amazing opportunities and meet some amazing people, which led to amazing experiences that I can now share with you guys from my perspective and share the things that I've learned. So I'm really excited for all of that. I truly didn't expect that I would be taking a hiatus after my previous hiatus, but things don't always go to plan. However, while I was away, I made a few discoveries about myself and I wanted to share them with you guys. But in order to do that, you have to learn a little bit more about me. So let's get straight into it, shall we? A fun fact about me is I've always been a dreamer. I don't know what it is, but I've always known deep down that I am destined for some seriously great and amazing things in life. And because of that, I always dreamed big. I realizing this fan on and it probably like messing up the audio. I mean, it got to the point where my dreams were literally like a mile long, probably more than a mile, but it was a long list, okay? Still is. So I'm gonna tell you guys a few of my dreams. In primary school, I wanted to be a pop star. I did. I wanted to be an actress as well, and I wanted to see my name in lights, the whole shebang. Like I wanted that, very much Hannah Montana. I also wanted to be the it girl. I wanted to be popular, but after a while I kind of gave up on the whole pop star thing. I gave up on the wanting my name in lights, and instead I just wanted to be a doctor. I just wanted to be just like, yeah, push that to the side. When I got to high school though, we switched up. I did not want to be popular anymore. I wanted no parts of popularity. I just wanted to be successful. That's it. I just wanted success. Another thing that I wanted was I wanted to try new things like modeling. From the time I was like in Form 1, I always wanted to model. But school first. So I didn't get into that around those times. Another thing that I wanted to do, another dream that I had was I just wanted to be happy. Around those periods of my life, staying consistently happy was kind of difficult. I kind of went through a few depressive periods in my life, especially in high school. Yeah, I was having mental breakdowns left, right, and center. Like it was a mess. But yeah, I wanted to be happy consistently. That was one of my dreams as well. Another dream that I had was I wanted to be considered as beautiful. I feel like every person in high school, primary school, people in general, because you don't even have to put age on it. Everybody wants to be considered as attractive. Like I feel like that's just something that everyone wants, and that's something that I wanted. Another thing that I really wanted, I wanted to have more control over my life and my emotions, because in high school I had severe anxiety attacks while I was in school. Sometimes it's like my emotions used to spiral. Anyway, so that's another dream I had. I wanted to be able to control my emotions, take control of my life, and yeah. And finally, the last dream, because I gave y'all a very short but long list. The last dream, and this is like one of the biggest biggest dreams that I had. I wanted to have something of my own. Now you probably are like, what are you talking about? Well, I wanted something that people could look at and be like, Angelique do that. That's all Angelique. Like, that Angelique. That's what I wanted. And I can get into the explanation just now so you can understand what I mean. So, obviously, there are so many more dreams that I have not even mentioned, but I specifically chose those dreams in order to get to the basis of what this entire video is about. The basis of this entire video is this. Very often, we get caught up with constantly creating new dreams, creating new goals, and trying to find ways to achieve them, right? However, when is the last time you took a second to actually sit back and see how much you've accomplished? No, like seriously, when's the last time you sat back and reflected on your accomplishments? When's the last time you remembered how the phrase, I want to do that, became, I did that? When? Personally speaking, I am my biggest critic. Probably always will be my biggest critic. And I found that more often than not, I beat up on myself because I feel like there's so much more that I could have accomplished by now. I feel like there's so much more that I could have achieved. And sometimes I feel like I haven't accomplished anything at all, but the reality is I have. So let's take it back. When I was younger, I wanted to become a pop star and an actress. Yes, we're taking it back to the list. No, I obviously am not a pop star and I'm not an actress. But when the opportunity presents itself, I use a number of my talents to entertain the people around me. Whether it's singing at church, dancing when I used to be part of the BVI dance school, or just taking part in any activities that are available. I try my best to use the talents that God has given me, and if I'm being completely honest, I enjoy it every single time. There's nothing like being on a stage. And to think, once upon a time, I had stage fright. That's obviously not the case anymore, though. I wanted to be the it girl. I wanted to be the girl that everyone knew and loved. Now, I don't consider myself to be an it girl at all, but I do try my best, and I said try my best, to be the sunshine in the lives of, the people that I meet. I try to be that positive voice in the lives of the people that I know and people that I don't know. I don't always, accomplish this goal, but when I do, I receive a lot of love in return. So technically, you could check that one off the list too. Another dream is that I wanted to be popular. Obviously, I'm not popular. I don't even have to tell y'all that. However, my content, it's getting up there in popularity. So I'm popular? Like, with a question mark? Nevertheless, I'm very grateful. Regardless of what the numbers say, I am very grateful. Especially to you guys for actually taking a time out of your day to watch little old me. Thank you. Appreciate you. Mwah. So yeah, technically I accomplished that too. Another dream. I wanted to go into the medical field. I wanted to become a doctor. And I'm obviously not a doctor yet. However, I have accomplished one of the first steps towards becoming a doctor. I wanted to try modeling. I've been doing it for a year now, and I've met some seriously amazing people, and I do not plan on stopping anytime soon because, girl, it's been litty like a left titty. No, but seriously, I've been enjoying my modeling journey thus far, and I can't see what I can't what? I can't see? I can't wait to see what, the next few years brings for me in this industry. The next dream, I wanted to be happy. The goal isn't to be happy 25/8. It's not. But the goal is, or was, to be happy consistently. Like I said, every day is not going to be a good day. This is life, we have ups, we have downs, and we're meant to experience multiple emotions. It's part of the human experience. Okay, so when you have days when you feel pissed, you feel angry, you feel sad, you just don't feel like doing anything, it's okay. You don't have to be happy all the time. But it's always beautiful when you learn how to get yourself out of those stages where you feel like life is not the greatest right now. And I can confidently say that after years and years of trying, I know what works for me now. I know what helps me to get out of those stages, what helps me to get out of those moments. I've spoken to you about some of my methods. I journal, I pray, I write, I affirm my life, I say affirmations, and I'm not saying it works all the time, but it gives me hope. It makes me feel like life isn't all that bad, and I can say with confidence that now, more than ever, this is the happiest that I have been in my entire life. Another dream I had is that I wanted to be considered as beautiful. When I had this dream in probably primary school, because back then bullying, I feel like that's when bullying really stopped for me, like when I went primary school. My confidence level, it went to the trash. The trash. I did not feel pretty at all. However, I've learned, and I'm so happy that I learned this. Society does not determine your beauty. You determine your beauty. Society treats you how you treat yourself. So if you view yourself as ugly, guess what? Society's gonna see you as ugly too. And I feel like it's about time we realize that it's not up to other people to decide how we should feel about ourselves. We are the only ones that matter. This is our life, not theirs, not Jack, Jane, John, or whoever down the road. Like, this don't got nothing to do with them. If I say I'm pretty, I'm pretty. Argue with who? Not me. And that's just what it should be. If I say handsome, I'm handsome. That's just what it is. Argue with your mother. Don't argue with me, because I'm not arguing. We as individuals need to stop letting other people dictate how we should feel about ourselves. Once you consider yourself to be drop dead gorgeous, you consider yourself to be a masterpiece. Nobody could argue with that. I wanted to be considered as beautiful by other people. But now, I know I'm beautiful. I know I'm a goddess. I know I'm an empress. I consider myself to be beautiful, and everybody else don't follow suit. And that's just what it is. Another thing that I wanted is that I wanted to have more control of my life, my anxiety, my emotions. And this one is also very tricky because anxiety don't just poof go away. When something triggers it, it's gonna flare up, it's gonna come up. It's like allergies. It's like allergies, when you're around the thing that triggers your allergies, the allergies gonna come, you can't stop it. But you find ways to, what's the word I'm looking for? Is it subdue? Subdue it? I'm gonna look up the definition of subdue, but I feel like that's the word I'm looking for. But basically to make the effects a little more minimal, so you could still function. I feel like that's the main thing when it comes to anxiety, at least for me. And I found ways to, calm it down. When I feel myself, about to panic, and I just focus on my breath, I breathe. If I have any pen and paper, I write down how I'm feeling and get the emotions out ASAP. I think back on what triggered my anxiety and rationalize the situation. Is it gonna matter tomorrow? Is it gonna matter a month from now? Is it gonna matter a year from now? No? Okay, let it go, relax. Things like that. Finding different coping mechanisms was something that I did. So no, my anxiety is not gone. Probably never will be gone. I'm probably gonna be with this heck till I die. And that's okay. You know why? Because I found ways to cope with it. I found ways that made me feel like I have control of the situation now. My anxiety doesn't have control over me. So I accomplished that goal. I accomplished that dream. It's not gone, but I definitely have control. And finally, my last dream. The dream that I said I would explain. I said that I wanted something of my own, something that I created, something that people could look at and say, that's all Angelique. Welcome to the Born Beauty vlog. Like, we're here. We living in it. This is all me. I did this. I created this. This is my brand. This is my baby. People look at it and say, that's Angelique. That's Angelique vlog, right? So I accomplished it. So yeah, I haven't accomplished everything, but I've definitely accomplished a lot. And you never realize how much you've grown until you stop. Take a second and look around you. You'll be surprised at how many dreams are currently your reality. My homework for you guys. Yes, we're giving homework now. Welcome to the academy. My homework for you guys is quite simple. Just take a second, a few minutes after this video is finished, to sit back and reflect on your life and how much you've accomplished. And they don't have to be big accomplishments either, because little wins are still wins. So yes, when this video ends, take a few minutes to yourself and do some reflecting, because just like me, I'm sure that there are or have been numerous times in your life where the phrase "I want to do that" became "I did that." Well guys, this brings us to the end of today's video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let me know down below if you enjoyed the video, what your thoughts were on the video. Also, feel free to check out all my socials, which will be right here. And of course, head on over to my website for blog posts and more information right here. I am confidently going to say that I will not disappear again. I have a long list of videos that I need to record for you guys. So there will be no more hiatuses, at least not for a little while. And yeah, I just want to remind you guys to love yourself, be appreciative of your born beauty, and of course I have to let you know that you are strong, you're powerful, and you most definitely are worth it. So yeah, make sure you do your homework, you know. Okay, all right guys, bye.
Maybe sometimes you got it wrong, but it's alright. The more things seem to change, the more they stay the same. Don't you